Welcome back to After School Reviews. Today we are going to have a look at this, which is the, oh man, such a big box. It's hard to fit here. Like, it won't fit. Okay, the Joker won't fit. Oh, well, there we go. This is the DC Comics variant Play Arts action figure number 13, Harley Quinn. The front here you can see a nice image of Harley Quinn with some cute looking eyeballs. Looks like a really young child kind of there. And then you see her mallet there, pretty cool. It opens up, and you can see some details there. Figure's already out. It's on display next to the Joker, but that's just the inside right there. And then the back of it has an image of the figure, and the Joker's on the other side. And the other figure had Harley Quinn on the back and Joker in the front. They kind of switched them together. Pretty cool looking there. And then DC Comics right there too as well. And same thing on the top. So now we are going to have a look at what this Harley Quinn figure has to offer. Here she is. Now first we're going to have a look at the hands she comes packaged with on her. So it's these hands right here. They're more relaxed. Like I would call them T1000 running hands. Because, you know, the T1000s from NECA come with alternate hands. And I think the Joker also came with some relaxed hands. And I do like that these figures come with that, but it's like, wow, man. Like, I have the opportunity and I hate it because it just sucks. But you can see the blue is kind of nice painted. I can't tell if there's a black wash in this or not. And then we also get a red hand. I think the red has some black washing in there. So I'm going to say, yeah, there's some in the blues. And it really does kind of show off the details on there. See, oh, nope. Oh my gosh. Kind of tiny little suckers. You can see them there. But have a closer look at Harley Quinn. So her hands that are alternate hands to hold the mallet, I'll show off in a minute. But first, I want to show off the mallet if I can get it out of her hands. This is a really cool looking piece here. It's also, the amount of detail here on this, it's kind of a dark gray, as you can see there, kind of like a gunmetal gray. And then towards the center, you can kind of see it's much brighter and shinier and kind of scuffed up, where I guess you would smack it, I guess, in that areas. And it's really cool looking. It's also got some nice blues in here, and really cool looking. There's also some of that detail right here on this part of the handle. For this figure, I paid about 25 bucks, and same for Joker, he was 25 bucks. You can also see it's kind of like that gray, but with some light silver on the edging, and also right here, and then it's kind of black towards these handle pieces. Really creates a nice thing. I'm happy it's not like blue on one side and red on one side, because then it would just kind of feel weird next to Harley, because the way she's got to hold it, it's kind of like, you don't want it to have to be symmetrical, and so it's both red and blue, and I think that's amazing. Like if this part was blue, I think it'd be almost even better, but I think it's pretty fine anyways. Even if these are red and blue, I think that'd have been cool, but I like how the gunmetal gray is on the mallet, hammer, whatever the crap this thing is called. I think it's a mallet. Harley Quinn here. Let's look at her paint job. Her paint job's kind of weird, and it's kind of confusing for me. But if you can see the face here, it has some really nice painted eyes. And her skin on her face is white with some pinks around these areas. And then this mask is painted nicely well over her eyes. She even has eyelashes, which is pretty amazing for this figure. Pretty cool. Kind of like got a metallic for her eyes. Silver gloss for her lips. You can kind of see the joining part for the mask or the helmet. The helmet kind of reminds me of a ram or a yam. I don't know what the crap it's called. It's like some kind of an animal, like a goat. That's what it reminds me of. Like reminds me of like a helmet right here, and then these part reminds me of horns, especially the curvy parts. And it reminds me of a ram, you know. And I don't know, is that what that reminds me of to you guys? Because that's what it looks like to me. But the articulation on here is pretty cool. The head gets a lot of movement, and especially with this piece down here, it can also do some more. But one thing that's weird with this piece is I like to tuck it down in there because it looks a lot better that way. Also see this kind of white with some dark gray paint there, metallic blues and red, and then some normal reds up there. Some kind of outfitish thing here. belly button. Now here's where it gets weird, because if I was to think, it would be white around these edges and tan in the center, but it's more white in the center part where it's not touching and red during this part, which I guess that would make sense if it's irritating her skin. Like right here, it would make sense too. It'd irritate her skin. Same thing on the legs. White irritation. But it also it shows a nice, it makes the areas pop out more, but it's kind of confusing to me because of that. Articulation wise, it's really difficult to cover for a figure like this because I can't really do that because it's just such a big, massive amount of articulation. I can run down on it pretty quickly, like the head will go up, down, and then that other joint there, and then her shoulders move forward, back, they bend here, the hands bend pretty nice too as well. If this camera gets out of focus, just, let's just deal with that for a couple minutes. And then the chest here, above the breasts or down below. These are kind of weird. It's kind of like in the way, but that's fine. And then I don't think they swivel here. Legs, these pieces right here kind of have the Joker kind of thing here, so you can kind of get those out of the way if you wanted to. Legs go forward, back, in, out. Double jointed knees, which is great. And then the feet here go forward and back. And if you wanted to go forward and then take it to the sideways, you can take it sideways, but it's kind of like, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But it really is only on a one-way peg, if you see that there. I want to talk about how this paint, or how the blue to red is. And I'm going to probably get a little bit closer here, so you can kind of see right there. The top of it is a red and blue, and then there's the two little balls, and they switch colors. And then down here, her collar switches colors, which would be right around here. So red to blue, and then to blue to red and blue. This finds blue. Up here it starts red, and you can kind of see there's red hand things there, blue hands with red dots, and then blue over here with red dots, and then red hand here with blue accents, blue hand with red accents, and then the continue into here. That's also switched, pretty cool. And then down here is like a line in the middle, red, blue, blue, red, and then more red here, and then all the way down to the little feet is red to blue to red. Really cool. They thought of everything when they made the red to blues on this, and especially one thing I do like is these pieces here on the sides here, these little kind of hangy dangly pieces. Really cool because there's little balls on it. Blue, red, red, blue. So you can kind of see that there. It's pretty cool. Oh, here's the back part here. You can kind of see the different seams and stuff. Really, really cool and fascinating. It's got different textures on it. Like this is kind of more armor-ish and stuff. More Harley Quinn details there. Didn't realize those before. And then the knees here and everything. Really, really cool. I love this little things to hold that together. And then the butt has wrinkles. You can kind of see that there. Pretty cool. Everything, even the back on here is really nicely detailed. Get a close-up, I guess, of everything now. The hand gauntlets, the special hands, and then over here to these hands here, the shoulders, kind of have like this hook thing on them. Hey, the shoulder swivel. The Joker one did too, but it was really hard to see. It was really hard to move and stuff like that. But I'm gonna probably show her with the mallet now. Here she is next to the Joker, and they're really cool together. I love it. I only paid $50 for both of them, and I don't know how much they are originally, but I think the Deadpool one's like $150 at ThinkGeek, so I'm thinking they were kind of expensive when they came out. They might still be, but I only had to pay a $50 for both of them, and they're really cool. I couldn't get her into any other poses besides this with this. I was going to try and put it behind her, but it was freaking me out. But that's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching After School Reviews. Today we were having a look at the DC Comics variant Play Arts action figure number 13, Harley Quinn. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell icon for when I go live, if I go live, and when I do weekend uploads. Also, go on Facebook or YouTube and type in The Sanctuary. You'll have fun over there. Also, Sunspot Reviews and Smith. I don't know what Smith. Oh, I can't give him a shout out because I don't really know what it is. So, hard name to remember. But that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.